Hello, I am excited to walk through a short demonstration of our similar suppliers feature that has just been released as an additional component to our itariffs workflow. This feature is really exciting because it's all about actionability, and it's really designed to help mitigate exposure to existing or upcoming tariffs. So today I'm going to highlight the key elements of this new feature by walking through an example in our resilience platform. So let's say that I'm a procurement analyst at a company who is particularly concerned about the impact of the United States tariffs on vehicle parts or passenger vehicles. More recently, the news about a trade deal between the European Union and the United States has prompted me to look a bit deeper into how this may impact my procurement operations in the near future. So to investigate this, I'm going to go to the itariffs tool, which shows me the country breakdown of my extended supply chain ecosystem. For this use case, I want to focus specifically on my direct suppliers. So I'm going to update the filter to focus on just tier one. From here, I can see that of the countries in the European Union, Germany is the one where I have the most direct suppliers concentrated. So I'm going to dig a bit deeper into these companies. This then takes me to a breakdown of what products are being sold by my direct suppliers in Germany. I can see the import tariff rate for each of these individual products supplied by these companies, but for now, I just want to look at my suppliers of vehicle parts. So in the product drop-down menu, I'm going to search for vehicle parts. Oops. And then I can see that I have two direct suppliers in Germany that I should focus on. Once I click this list of tier one suppliers, I can see that Mercedes-Benz and Volkswagen are the direct suppliers I rely on for vehicle parts from Germany. So now I have the option to look at similar supplier recommendations for each of these companies. So I'm going to click on the similar suppliers button for Mercedes, and it's going to populate a list of the top 20 most similar companies to Mercedes that also sell vehicle parts. I can also see some high-level insights about each company, such as what other products they sell compared to the company I'm looking at, their I score, and even their individual risk factor scores. So if I want, I can review these top 20 recommendations, but I also have the option to adjust these filters to tailor the results to include or exclude companies that are in certain countries. So in the case of vehicle parts, I know that my company is going to likely have to pay a 25% import tariff on vehicle parts from most countries. So I'm going to change the filters to look at only similar suppliers that are located in the United States. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the filter. Make sure I change to include. I'm going to deselect all countries, type in the United States, select the United States. I can see they have a 0% tariff rate for this part. Click it and then select apply changes. So once this loads, I now have a set of 20 more companies that are the most similar to Mercedes that meet my new criteria, which is suppliers that are located in the United States. I have a few options from here. I can review the results and remove companies that I don't think are relevant to me using this not relevant button. So let's say that my company has already reviewed this company as a potential supplier, and for whatever reason, they didn't meet some of our business requirements. So I can select the not relevant button, select a reason why they weren't relevant to me, and then they're going to be removed from my list of recommendations. If I ever want to see these companies that I have removed, I can click this filter to include the not relevant companies. And I can also change my selection here if I ever want them to be included again to undo my choice. And then I can switch this filter back to look at only the relevant companies again. So I also have the option to mark a supplier as relevant. So from here, I am prompted to add this company to a group. Since I want to come back and review this company at a later time, I do want to add them to a group. So I click the add to group button and I can add them to an existing group. But in this case, I want to make a new group specifically for similar suppliers of vehicle parts. To do this, I can click the create group button, which allows me to create a new group with having to navigate away from the itariffs and similar suppliers workflow. So I can name the new group. I'm going to call it similar suppliers of vehicle parts. Select the company, click create. This company is then added to the new group I just created. And from here, I'm navigated back to exactly where I was in my workflow. So if I want, I can continue reviewing these recommendations. I can mark more companies as relevant, not relevant. If I want, I can also dive a bit deeper into some of these companies by going into their company profile and looking at their individual risk factor scores. And that is it. It's just a quick look at how itariffs and similar suppliers can help you stay ahead of tariff changes and provide actionable insights and even some potential next steps. Thank you.